Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to the Sky Network Show, Season 5, Episode 21. Thank you for joining in. We have Yogesh with us. Thank you, Yogesh, for joining the show. How are
Thank
you?
you, Dave. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, I think Richie is having some technical issue. So he's trying to join in, but we can get started until he joins. So, how are you doing today?
Awesome.
How,
Awesome.
so,
Yeah.
agenda of the show today, Yogesh is specifically letting the community know about the updates of the past week and what we are going to be doing the next week. As always, has been the real agenda of the Sky Network show, and this is the how we built the show around. Also, correct. In last show, we discussed about specifically how we can bring down the institutional adoption of the secure chain, how there would be I mean, not how exactly, but there will be a transition phase where we will be transitioning to the new governance model, which is a completely decentralized governance model which we are building. So, would you like to add anything to this, Yogesh?
Yeah, definitely, Sandeep. So having this kind of decentralized governance model absolutely creates a massive uh, increases the decentralization and democratic value, which is the core vision of our project. So definitely it creates a jump start to upcoming Sky ecosystem.
True.
Uh,
So, very well put, Yogesh. I mean, uh, that has been always the main concern of the secure chain project. Also, that has been the community's involvement and ability to express themselves. And end of the day, the secure chain project has been built around the keeping community at the center, and we are taking some more steps towards it. So for example, on Telegram we were having some issues with the spams, so we are looking forward to migrate to the fresh Telegram group also. Some more community channels on Dbox, which is the currently being used. And again, this is also something which is very interesting. Let's say that we have got a couple of thousand our highly active community members creating their own community on the side of the official Telegram group. That is, that shows the capability of the community to take charge, and solve each other's problems, and that is very beautiful. What do you think, Yogesh?
Definitely, Sandeep. It's like creating leaders are being rise from community to take the project forward because it's always a community project. And when people are step up and taking a lead and being a brand marvel, it's like a brand ambassador, right? So it's creating the army of the believers and driving the ecosystem forward. So this is super exciting. I mean, Sandeep, when community members are taking lead, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I'm having some problem with the. I mean, we do have a language barrier when it comes to the Chinese community, but most of the community members are able to. Again, the good thing is Chinese community has been able to create their own groups also. So in order to manage the ability and the conversation. So the key reason we again the stop in the sending messages in the Telegram group, uh, the, that is a temporary stop. So it's not going to be full time. It is going to be still until we uh, get the moderations, automated moderation better. Correct.
Yeah,
We have
definitely.
McNeil, we have Joshua, we have people who are working on it, but the problem is still there is just so much of spam and the in like on the Telegram, if, specifically if we keep the group public, so we will need much better security on that. Once that security has been arranged, will get the group for discussions.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. At the same time, also other community members as well with different languages. For example, Japanese community, Turkish. I mean, it's all over the world, right? So there are lots of languages. So it's absolutely important that people are taking up lead on their own local languages to make it truly a decentralized and worldwide and worldwide community projects. That would be super exciting.
True, true. Okay, that sounds great, Yogesh. And regarding the community members, like this week's update, this week's the rock solid update is that we are good to go on the DAO. We are making a lot of changes, and we are making a very good progress on the governance model itself.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, definitely. And also want to add into that DAO part. I have seen a lot of people are showing super interest. I mean, there are so much overwhelming response for people to participate in the DAO. As we talked about in the previous show, there are so many people, young people, are now taking a super enthusiast lead into these projects. They are learning and they are like hungry, getting like warriors. And over 1,000 people, Sandeep, over 1,000 people have already registered, shown their interest in being into the journey of this project. So it's part of our Ether Authorities internship program, where so many young people, they are keen and super excited to be part of this, to get trained first and then to contribute into the DAO. So once our goal is eventually over 100,000, more than 100,000 people to be able to join, get trained and learn and then contribute into the ecosystem other than our existing community. So another new community which is developer and they are tech enthusiasts and there are all kinds of people, marketers and all kinds of people. So they will jump into the DAO. It will be truly extraordinary. So this 2026, I think that this is going to be our truly extraordinary year.
Yeah, for sure. So this this indicates that the program is never going to stop, and it really, and this is what we started with also, and this is also something which we always wanted to achieve, and it was part of the our I mean, plan that to build a sustainable ecosystem, right? Something which runs on even after we are not available to work on, or anybody else from the project also. So it should not be dependent on any team or a company, but a truly a decentralized project, right? And as our majority of our supplies are in circulation, uh, I mean, now it doesn't really make sense to move to the fully decentralized format. And in order to do so, I would also like to ask the community members also one more thing, that as we are moving into this transition phase, it would be great if you could migrate your Sky from different networks to Sky mainnet, because end of the day, the everybody who is on the Sky mainnet will be going into the next stage of the project also. So this is just something I would like to add right now, that for next some next couple of weeks to a month, it would make sense to keep your Sky on the Sky mainnet. It will create, it will give you an ease of moving on to the new structure.
Right. Yeah, yeah, definitely, Sandeep. So when people are here, I mean, creating a ecosystem upgrade that is more usable, so it runs on its own by completely decentralized nature. It will be truly remarkable for our project. Other than this, Sandeep, I would also like to point out to the community about the liquidity. So, what's the best approach that we can take is the liquidity staking program, where community members can participate into staking their liquidity in other dexes and other places, so that it generates a lot of liquid markets for opportunity for traders, arbitration, and many other opportunities. And it also allows people to generate additional rewards as a motivation to participate into the program. So I think for the community members, having this program will be super beneficial, as it will give a lot of liquidity for people who are moving assets from here and there, as well as trading community. So what is your thought on this?
Yeah, I think liquidity staking is something which we have been looking forward to from a long time, and I think with the developing team also I have had the status update, and they are also making a very good progress on it. But so we have already built one version before, but now the decision is whether do we want to keep it with any, like for example, coin mask, or do we want to build a separate component for that.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
for sure, Yogesh, that is something which is required, and it should be available on our decks, or as a specific, independent component.
yeah, 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 sure.
Yeah, I think we are good on that, Yogesh. And today's show is supposed to be short. In a short format than the rest of the shows, because we are looking forward to, we are still working on the governance model, and we are in that stage where we are getting the details ironed out at the granular level. And I think probably by the next week, next Saturday, we will be ready to launch something where the community can start interacting.
Yeah,
But then yeah, it will be today's show will not have much more than this. Correct.
yeah, yeah, definitely. As long as, I mean, just to update community, there is a huge background work that's going on. There are thousands of peoples are being involved, being trained, and it's a lot of work in terms of technology, at the same time in terms of human resources. So yeah, I mean, this 2026 is going to be our year, something.
Yeah, for sure. There's no doubt about it, guys. And that's what we are doing. Also, we are trying to make sure that we reach that point in our life cycle where so right now, see, we have already cleared first phase of the project, that is done. Now we are moving into the second. So I like not even just first phase of launch of the project is done. The second phase of the consumer use case is also done. Now we have moved to the stage where we would be looking for more of a more institutional adoption of Sky, and institutional use cases of the Sky. So now we have reached in that third stage. So yeah, that's amazing. What do you think, Yogesh? How do you see your journey with the Sky network for last 3 years?
Wow, it was, I mean,
Yeah,
amazing.
this is May. In November, I think we'll complete the 3 years.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And before that, because there was a lot of work before the even mainnet was started. So there were many months of hard work even before the mainnet was started. So it's more than 3 years we have done already. About 4 years, Sandeep. So it's a lot of work, but it was super satisfying and journey. Lots of ups and downs. We had lots of technical problems, attacks on our ecosystem, which is normal. Okay, once the platform or projects become gets popular, then having attacks and all that is normal. But having our security shield and all that, it was a lot of work, but it was amazing journey. It was super excited, Sandeep.
Yeah. So it means a lot, and so in this journey we have built a lot, and it's not the end of the journey. It's just getting started. So yeah, we have a lot to build in future also. So yeah, let's keep building. That is what we can do the best. And I think community also understand this very well, that it is never, every day Sky is never going to be going all time highs to the next all time highs to the next all time highs. It is not the reality, but the reality is that we continue development, we continue shipping new products, we continue operations of the mainnet, we continue upgrading the mainnet, we continue you know the things which are required for the project, and continue building the ecosystem. and that's the right way to doing things. It's not that pump and dump project, or like any other uh, let's any other security or that kind of project. But here secure chain is very much a community owned mainnet network, which is very much like, and again the main key point being the values of democracy and decentralization, because that is what differentiates the project from other projects. So yeah, all in all, it has been a good time. We are doing good development, and we are on a right trajectory. And what we need to do is really just keep doing it, what we are doing.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely, definitely. So you put it really well, Sandeep. All we have to do is just keep doing.
Yeah.
That's the mantra of our ongoing progress. All right. So I think that is it, Sandeep, for
Yeah,
now.
that is it, Yogesh. And sometimes it is good. Sometimes no news is also a good news because it is always better than the bad news.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, the truth is that yeah, we have been working really hard to get this governance structure um, completed. Once the governance structure is completed, we'll share it with the community. As of now, it is not ready to be shared. So give some more time before we get, like, probably we need at least a week or two to get it ready for demonstration, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Wishing every one of you a very happy weekend and a productive week ahead. We'll see you on next Saturday, 2 p.m. UTC sharp. Meanwhile, stay tuned. Do join the Telegram. Though messaging on Telegram is not available, but like the all the updates will be definitely available, and we have McNeil also. Will push that. We'll try to keep enable the chat for the limited hours when he is available, and when he is not available, it will not be available for now. Okay, but I think we will find a way, guys. End of the day, we were also building the community platform which could also come in help. So yeah, give it some more time. We should have everything of our own ready. All right, over to you, your wish. Would you like to do concluding remarks?
Sure. All right. So thank you everyone for being here, and those people who are listening to this session live, and those who will be listening to this afterwards. So acknowledging all of you for being part of this program. So it's truly excited to be in this program and have you in the program. So it's truly a community driven, community on a program, and it's an amazing journey. So thank you very much and appreciate all your hard work and looking forward for the successful progress. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And
Thank you, everyone, for taking this time out.